Morning, morning, morning. I think we're at the end of this. We're close. Morning, Bug. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We should be at the close to the end of this. Creepy dude that was talking to us that knew all the information even though we didn't ended up being the chick that's helping us. Kind of, I guess. I don't know, it's kind of confusing. And then, she sold her body in the black market. Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Do what you gotta do. I appreciate you being here, hanging out. Um, she's in the body of an 80-year-old woman because she sold her body in the black market. So now, so she is doing that and helping us from the side, doing all that crazy stuff. And but yeah, now we're here at the end to try to figure out more information. I think I'm at towards the end of the last like actual case. So I believe so.
James, do you mind?
She takes the same medicine as I do. Jane Sommer, synchronization, the key to happiness. We've already discovered the key to eternal life. Now it's time for the key to eternal happiness. It's the book you're holding. Solomon, the expert in psychology and psychiatry, whose famous statement, synchronization is all that matters, reveals the secrets to deepening the synchronization process and achieving eternal happiness.
Blood tests.
Blood test, Jane Sama, body number, age 29, date drawn. Huh. Body I can't speak. Body confiscation. I probably said that wrong. Taylor Adams. Oh, that's the one she's talking about. Her girlfriend or fiance, whatever. Oh. It's a forklift. Whoa. That's cool.
I remember it. This is older than me.
Chicken justice? What the fine? The last of his kind, he fights for a better world. When darkness falls, he dons a mask and dispenses justice. He crows each dawn with a pure heart, knowing he's protected the streets of the city. Solve puzzles and summon chicken of justice. Are you worthy to become his assistant? That's actually kind of funny. My last one. Max, Peter, and Dario. You deserve answers, lots of them, but first you deserve an apology. I lied to you. I haven't gone anywhere. I tried anything to get the Taylor out. I didn't want to involve you because it was too dangerous. The fact that you were reading this is proof I'm sorry I left you. Sorry I didn't say anything. And sorry I didn't make it. I asked for one thing, you thought about it carefully. If I can't live without Taylor, I want to dream with her. I believe we'll dream together in the bank. Don't pull me out. That's crazy. So she sold her stuff so she could literally be in a memory, a digital memory with her, like on an afterlife type thing. Max, Dario, and Peter. Huh, wait. Huh. Where'd she go? Sarah?
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. Mine don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her, and of course she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
Your storage.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
I cleaned my gauges, not my ear, actually. It's just more.
Sure. In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them?
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was
Trying to read what the hell that
crazy
sticker
about him.
says.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes, the Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking.
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
Oh, my leg itches a little bit.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Facts.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. Past. Now it slips through your fucking fingers like sand.
And to your optimism, your most charming trait.
Listen, I'm not the one in the fucking wheelchair, right? I also didn't mean to shoot you. My bad.
What are you renting the body for?
Surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Ugh, calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body.
So you
with
knew
the
this
right
entire time, but why
biological
was Jane
conditions,
Salma a
plus I could
fucking...
cover for her.
a,
That's why I know she's not a suspect.
So, yeah, exactly. Why was she a suspect this entire time?
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
Alright. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled.
From where?
Give one to me.
No.
Aren't you on a
Recycled
fucking...
body?
Yeah.
After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
It's not sleep when you're in the bank. It's nothingness. You don't feel anything.
Like transferring in CTC? I remember what you said. You said you'd rather die than go to the bank.
But for different reasons, remember?
James, I have to save her. Fuck.
The fuck did you do to your finger?
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
I can't tell good from bad. Especially in this fucked up world. But if something, someone matters to you, you fight. Screw the cost.
Well, thanks. I guess.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
That was a weird frame drop. She drives away. Oh, waddle waddle. Anything in the kitchen I can look at? Frozen memory research independent scientist and social activist B. Kelmers proves that memory disorder increases in proportion to each year spent in the memory bank. Director George Boyle declined to comment. Unofficial sources say authorities have initiated proceedings against Kelmers. Fearing censorship, Kelmers is publishing his research in a new paper. Professors Profit and Sinburn argue that Icarate transplantation does not guarantee continuity of identity. The Icarate rebuilds a functional organization specific to a functioning of each individual in a new body, recreating it to the extent that the new biological environment allows it. This is why synchronization is so difficult for some people. Memory bank scans by an activist group that wishes to remain anonymous show traces of frozen Icarate activity. Does this mean that even disembodied Icarates can feel, or think, or even dream? That makes sense why she has that thought process. Okay.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Work well under pressure, resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
As much as ever. I'm just not looking for it in the department.
Copy that.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you. I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Mm-hmm. Can you fire up the board here?
No.
We'll do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously?
What was the point of the
What
plot that
surprises
linked
you
Green's
most?
case to Icarus
That's not what I
shooting,
meant.
and do we
But
have
the
an indication
murderer
that the
was behind
killer took
everything from the
control
beginning.
of Green?
Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start?
There was no extra body
How
or
do you
Icarus
deal
in the
with that kind
machine,
of desynchro?
but
And
Green
how do you
frequency
deal with
swap
it?
minds
I don't
with
know
the
if I'm
enemy
the best example.
James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload.
How did you describe it? That you're losing control of yourself?
Frequent transfers
It's a kind of
exasperating Green's
consciousness
massive
erosion. We'll
desynchronization.
increase the dose of
Do we have
ambrosia
evidence
and
that
the
someone
amount of
could,
synchro tests.
could have used
Should
his
help.
weakened
I
psyche?
need something better.
We don't have anything else yet. I'm working on it.
It's one big joke.
Selma sounds familiar, don't you think?
Shit, I thought she was gonna get herself a synthesizer. If synchro tests have a positive effect, then maybe there is something that does the opposite. I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really use the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it.
Hmm.
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
Green's
I know,
conversation
it's
along with
damn
recordings.
suspicious.
He wasn't fully in control.
Let's just put it together piece by piece.
Only the innocent could take such revenge.
The world would be a better place.
I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous
Most
attempts to
plans to
save
save
what
the
we
current
have.
system
and
have
this
failed. What was
system,
his next move?
And our system isn't perfect? At least for them.
It turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster. Okay, let's assume that this was his motive. What's next?
Hmm.
I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses at our feet. What are they doing there?
I measure
Apart from
players,
the
but NYC
obvious.
politics is
Together
not
they
too many
worked on how
pillars
to
for the
calm the
temporary loss.
riots, how to use the
Where's
Fourth
missing
Estate.
the big picture?
Who knows if they would have failed?
Dickheads.
Fucking Demmer.
You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos
Agreeing
in
the
the
killing of
city?
bodies of
Am
both
I?
those owners and
No.
critical mass.
But I think that's
With
what
fewer
Green
people in the
is
city
trying to
having
tell
real
us.
power, there
Do you buy it?
was
Wow,
no
this
way to hold
motherfucker
back
knew
the spread of
corruption and
chaos.
power like no one else. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else
Why did
was pulling
Green
the
have to
strings.
die?
Why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in.
Okay. Situation created a political vacuum, so perfect someone sees power. If they can influence Green, it's possible they can control someone else too.
The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart.
Killing Green
Green was the last
Celestial.
person who could stop the spreading
stabilized
chaos.
the town,
I
but
wonder
why
if his
now?
death was a crime of
In the middle of
passion,
everything,
or if it was
instead of pulling the
planned.
strings to a better end.
Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that.
No, so it could be literally.
Since the most influential
Political
players are more or less dead, their seats are up for grabs.
No. Then it's gotta do with journalism?
Lots of familiar faces, but
No.
compared to Green, they're small fry.
It's their mouth that spits out lies that millions eat up.
It's gotta be the Ouroboros. Yeah. The Ouroboros. Killing Green was the last straw to disable this town. Okay, so we gotta conclude them.
How much planning does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
Sweet. Nothing but the truth. Complete all boards.
Were you close with Seth?
Sure, he was my partner. Why do you ask?
I remember you mentioned that you even talked with him about synchro problems.
We'd been sitting in a car for several dozen years. Had to talk about something.
The first time he ended up reconstructing a Nicorite?
Mm-hmm.
You blaming yourself?
Absolutely.
Cops look out for their partners. And he was my friend. So, yeah. I blame myself. I hope he gets back on his feet after all this. Okay. Let's try to draw some conclusions.
Honestly, I see two main possibilities. Or we're just seeing a small part of a bigger plan by someone who's always 2 steps ahead of us. Or Green's plan played out with Kovalev's help.
Mm-hmm. How do you figure?
Fuck, I don't know. He has access to some advanced tech. He managed to make contact with you in the Red Room. He knew everything that happened. Like he was in Green's head. I thought Green just committed suicide, but now I'm having a tough time buying that. Sorry, I've got a lot of thoughts. What do you think? Who's behind all this? Murderer or Green?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
I hope I'm right.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
Slith Hills and James. What?
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah,
Thanks.
thanks.
Darkness under the stairs. Follow the lead. Oh, I'm back into the memory thing. Okay.